Alrighty guys, welcome back. We are live once again here in Las Vegas, Nevada. No, you're good. Yep. We are live once again here in Las Vegas, Nevada for the CueSports International Expo 2023. My name is Grant, sitting beside the Ghost. We have 8-ball singles platinum division coming your way. Nick Hugo taking on Steve Ellsworth. 618 Fargo for Nick. Steve has a 634, going to be a barn burner of a match. Nick right now out of Salida, California. Steve out of Anchorage, Alaska. We are locked, loaded, ready to rock and roll. Nick with break number 1. Welcome back, everybody. Do me a favor, hit that share button. Let's get it rocking in Sin City, Las Vegas, Nevada. Open table for Steve to start. Issue being the 14, however, the 13 ball will lead him there quite nicely. 12 and 15 also in a little bit of trouble, but on the low ball side, 1 in trouble, 3-6 in trouble. So a little bit of work to do in the starting rack. I would think 9 ball for the start. This is going to take a little bit of maneuvering here to get into this 12 ball. If he can manage to get on the bottom side of 12, take it into the left-hand side pocket, leave some angle here to go into the 9, potentially. Or sorry, not into the 9, into the 15, potentially having the 15 into that left side pocket as well, whilst moving the 9 ball down to the bottom left-hand corner. Is he, does the 15 go? He's called the 15 bottom right. Whew, all day, and opens up the 8. That takes care of one of the issues. 10 ball to the right-hand side pocket would take care of that 14 ball. 10 ball right-hand side pocket off the top rail. Break into the backside of that 114, option on the 11 as your safety shot. I will most certainly do that, Derek. I probably won't be able to talk to him until the end of the stream, but I will certainly let him know. Derek Morris says hello. Didn't even need to go off the back rail, straight into that 14 ball. Unfortunately, though, 1 ball decides to stick its nose in the game, so a little bit of more work here to do for Steve. 11 ball left-hand side pocket. Not really sure if he can get in to do anything with that 12 ball off the 11. So may have to settle for the 11 into the left side pocket, split the window between the 4-8 off the end rail, back up for the 14, and then underneath the 13 ball. Tries to go straight underneath the 13 right now. A little bit overhit, but this should work. 14 left side, nice little touch draw on top of the 1 for the 13 ball. And once again, guys, if you are just tuning in, smash it. Get that share button. Give it a little love down on the bottom left-hand side of your screen. Nice little draw stroke on top of the 1 here. Just a little outside off that horn. We've seen that very, very consistently throughout the broadcasts for the CueSports International Expo. If you don't hit the heart of the pocket and catch any part of that horn, it is not going to go in. Yeah, it did look like he tried to bump the 8. Just wasn't sure if he was trying to bump the 8 or just go right underneath the 9 off the 11. I don't know why he would want to try to bump the 8, simply because it does go. It goes into the bottom left-hand corner. It's a matter of getting onto that 12 ball. But we'll see Nick's first real chance at an open table here. 4 ball being the trouble. 1 ball being the start ball, I would think. He is a touch straight on here. Interesting choice. Gonna punch this 6 and play safe. Now, does the 12 pass the 2 to the top left? I believe it does. But again, the issue is that 14 ball, especially now with the 6 taking over that bottom left-hand corner. So is there really a future in making this 12 ball? Instead, maybe try to put it into a safe position or take over that top left-hand corner. Potentially at the same time, shove the 7 up to the 13 ball on that side rail. Rearrange the furniture a little bit. Does decide to pocket the 12. This will be a nice shot. The double kiss on this shot is on, though. With the speed of the 13 coming off and the rail, or the cue ball coming off that top rail, does make for the double kiss. Doesn't miss it by much, but alas, it is a miss. Nick to the table now. We'll see if he decides to shoot the 6 ball and break into that 14-4, or straight bank on the 4 ball would be the shot. Play the 2-way. Really like that call. 1 bank on the 4. Just a nice touch draw. You won't leave much on the 14. And we'll leave somewhat of a bank on the 13. If in fact he does not make it. But into the heart of the pocket it goes. Now wide open spaces here for Nick. 6 ball, 3 ball, 7 to the side. 1, 2, 7, 5, 8. So if you're just tuning in, we are live out of the Rio All Suites Hotel and Casino here in Sin City, Las Vegas, Nevada for the CueSports International Expo 2023. And if you're just tuning in, help me out, hit that share button, give it a little bit of love on the bottom left side of your screen on Facebook. If you're tuned in on YouTube, you can always copy and share out the link to the YouTube channel. And while you're at it, give us a like. That pushes us up in priority. I would greatly appreciate it if you would be so obliged. And we are playing 8-ball singles division platinum level. Look out, 8-ball. couple of ways to play it. Again, 6-3-7-1-8 or 7-1-6-3-8. Really is shooter's choice. Whatever he prefers. Elects to go 6, so I would suspect he'll use... Oh, he could go up top for the 1, use the 7 as last ball to the 8. A little bit of left-hand spin on the cue ball here to avoid the collision with the 8 ball. In fact, he may want to really put that left-hand spin on and go 2 rails out for the 1. No, straight and overcuts the 3 ball. And I think that's a result. Sorry, he undercut that. That went dead into the rail, and I think that's a result of the slide, or the anticipated slide. With these tables having brand new cloth, it's always one of those things you've got to be cognizant of. The slide is a very, very real deal. Can affect better judgment at times. Nonetheless, did not leave it easy for Steve to manage the out here. I do believe the 13 ball will bank past the 7 and the 3 to the bottom right-hand corner. And you know, if you take that as pocket speed, the leave wouldn't be terrible. Right, if you can keep that cue ball to the top side of the table, somewhere around that left side pocket, it's not terrible. Would force Nick to play a couple of shots. Could also take... Oh, he's back banking the 14 ball. Well, that'll give him good position on the 13 if he can manage it. Just an awfully tight window past the 3. Gonna go and cover up on the 3. An additional shot for Nick to break out here. So knowing that the 14 is tied up, do you chip off the 1, try to play the carom, make the 13 ball? Is there a future there? Does have a little bit of angle here on the 7. Might be able to utilize that to break out that 3 ball. Could also try to play the 7 off the 3, although the 3 I think is a little bit too far to the left for that. We'll see what he musters up here. Hey, you're welcome, Nick. Appreciate you tuning in on YouTube. Says hello from, I'm assuming that's supposed to say Indiana. Says thank you, Grant, for the awesome shot calling, and to Damien for the discounted Jam Up merch. You are more than welcome. For those that missed on that, we had Damien on yesterday on one of the streams. Jumped on, helped me out. And of course, Damien is the President, CEO, Chief Cook, and Bottle Wash for Jam Up Apparel. And made a discount offer to everybody that happened to be watching on that particular stream. And Perhaps a little bit of trouble here for Nick. I kind of like the hit and stick on the 3 ball, play the combination. 3 is going to tag the right side rail, play the weighted shot for the 7 ball to take over and just sit in front of the 13, so it takes it away from that top left-hand corner. Hillbilly Island Life tuning in from Ohio on the YouTube. Appreciate you tuning in. We'll see what he manufactures here. A little bit undecided, so I like the stand up there from Nick. I think he just called the 7 into the top left, so I'm fairly certain he's going to play this pocket weight speed. Just in case he's a little bit off. Or is he just straight calling the 3 past the 7? Don't know if I'm a fan of that. You're certainly asking a lot. But if there's a guy that can get it done. So again, not a terrible leave. So same type of shot, same idea. But if he just took that combo as the straight combo, cut that 7 ball to the top left-hand corner, just a nice pocket weight speed. The 7 ends up right in front of the 15. Cue ball pretty much where it's at now. So you force Steve to kind of pull out a shot. Here you're leaving him the long cut on the 15, but I would think at the platinum level, those are not the type of shots that you're wanting to leave your opponent. Yeah, very aggressive for sure. Especially at a platinum level. Yeah, just like this. Needs the 3 to help him out. Gets a nice little jelly rub from the 3 ball, sitting good on the 14. Steve looking to draw first blood here. Very nice. Looks like he's hit the proper speed. Needs to slow up. Just got there. Just got there. So Steve looking to draw first blood with the deposit of this 8 ball. And indeed he does just that. And as you can see, guys, they are using the Predator Arcos 2. Not only on the 2 stream tables that we have, but every single table. 290 tables, all using the Predator Arcos balls. And of course, every table covered with the Predator Arcadia cloth. And if you are looking to get your hands on one, there it is. The QR code that will take you to where you need to be. You'll get all the information, pricing, etc. If you're looking to get your hands on one of those tables, that's how you do it, exactly right there. Ball made. A ball made, but ooh, there is some work to do on this table. The 2 and 7 are okay. 6 ball might pass the 11 to the bottom right. Certainly passes to the bottom left. 3 locked up in jail. So we'll see if he takes this 1 ball here. Just touch off that top rail for the 4 ball to the right side pocket. He's going high ball. Interesting choice. I can't quite tell if he can get in on that 11 ball. 13 certainly goes. 11 ball looking a little tricky. 14 having either the right side pocket or the top left-hand corner. Getting to any of the other pockets. It might also go bottom left. So for those that don't know, this is Steve at the table. It ain't pretty, but he's going to try to work his way through it. Bumps the 4 over the side ball. That's more to the favor of Nick than Steve. Not sure what the thought process was there. Perhaps to take the 14 right now to the bottom left-hand corner. In doing so, take the 3 out, open up the 8 ball. Perhaps get a touch of luck, get back up on table for the 9 ball. He's taking 9 ball right now. Maybe into the 6. No. I think that just put the 13 in an even worse position. I think he put himself in jail here. They are platinum. You got that correct, Gord. And again, right, I can only kind of guesstimate what's going on. I look at the same screen that you guys do. The odd time I can kind of look down the pipe and see whether something goes, but for the most part, I see exactly the same as what you guys do. Now a safety says, I'm going to say Keon. Not sure how to pronounce that. Hopefully I didn't butcher it too badly. Tuning in on the BCA Pool League page. Don't know if there's really a quality safety he's going to get. Leaves him fairly straight on for the 7 ball. Still tricky with the 3 ball, right? Everything else seems to be okay. Not sure if the 2 will pass the 13 to the bottom right-hand corner. Certainly will go to the bottom left. 6 also goes to the bottom left. It's more that 3 ball that's tricky. Watch that top corner, Nick. Keone. Now I've got it. Hopefully that's a little better. I apologize for butchering it on the first effort. Straight safe. Avoid that side pocket. Not bad at all. Why not cut 6 into the 8 to leave the cue down table with no shot? Yeah, and again, right, it's all those little tiny nuancy little angles that always seem to come into play, and especially at the platinum level. So what do you do here? Staring down the neck of really the only ball you can hit is the 14 ball. Certainly you don't want to disturb that 8-3. And with the 4 ball sitting pretty over that side pocket, this is tricky. I'm 50, I've had worse. Well, I'm glad you got a sense of humor about it, that's for sure. You know, you could play the 14 off the 11 into the bottom right-hand corner. Did he get a rail after? He didn't. I actually don't mind that shot. I don't mind, in the position that he was, taking the 14 off the 11. That would rearrange the furniture, potentially opening everything up for him. Because there's no future for Steve here. No future in just playing safe. Your opponent's got a 6-3 advantage with soldiers on the table. And when you get down to the nitty-gritty of safety play, the typical winner of those safety battles is he who has more soldiers on the battlefield. But to try to play safety for Steve when Nick's got 6 soldiers on the table, I think that's a losing battle. My opinion only, though. And my opinion is valued at the same price that you paid for it, which is absolutely nothing. Nice shot, but oh, he's okay here. 7-4, 1-3-8. Caller done. Tie ball game. I'm getting asked. Oh, no, sorry. There's a tag in there. I thought you were asking me when I play next. I don't get to play. I like leaving the 3 ball till last here. I like 4-1-3-8. Right, just hit and stick on the 3 ball. Even if you have to, you can draw over, push that 14 out of the way. You'll have it into that side pocket. But Nick disagrees. He's going to take it out right now. Straightforward off the bottom rail and out. Does make contact with the second rail. Sitting okay here too. Might be a little on the downside of that 4 ball for ideal position, but still not terrible, right? It's just a nice pocket weight, slow roll, get the cue ball off the rail of key importance. You do not want to be shooting the 1 ball with the cue ball frozen on the rail. Uh-oh, ending up on the 50-yard line is Mr. Nick Hugo. Not at all happy with himself. I don't think it really changes much. Can chop this into the top left-hand corner, utilize a little bit of right-hand spin on the cue ball, shorten up that angle, slow down the cue ball, and still maintain 8 to the bottom right-hand corner. And I think this is exactly why I preferred taking the 4-1, leaving the 3 ball. 3 ball for the out ball. That would have been my choice, but alas, I am on this side of the camera. They are on that side of the camera. He elects to go 2 rails, again utilizing that inside or right-hand spin, and is sitting dead perfect on the 8 ball for a tie ball game. And indeed, we are tied up 1 apiece in a race to 5. And for those on the CueSports Live Facebook page, you'll recognize this guy. His name's Gord Kerr. He has the Crystal Palace. It is all about cues, cases, and accessories. He's got it all. Cases, cues, chalk. He's got a lot of Taum right now, both in Pyro and V10. Although he's been selling like a madman, he says today. But if you are looking to get your hands on anything, he's the man with the plan. Send him an email, Gord at crystalpalacecues.com, or visit him on Facebook or the website, crystalpalacecues.com. And once again, if you are just tuning in, guys, help me out. Hit that share button. I would greatly appreciate it. The more the merrier, they say, and I will do my level best to keep you as entertained as what I possibly can. Hopefully give you a little bit of insight into the commentating and picking apart these tables. I'm not always right. Sometimes when the stars and the moon align, they allow me to get a shot right. Nick to lead us off. Rack number 3. Utilizing the 10-ball break. And so I think for those that have not played on the Predator table before, here's a discovery that I found. Maybe this will help you out. I do have a Predator 7-foot in the basement, and when it comes to the Predator table, for whatever reason, be it whatever rubber they're using, the tightness of the pockets, the cut of the pockets, I found on the break that if you try to murder the rack with a break and hit it hard, this is what happens. If you take a little bit off and you go at a 3/4 speed, squat the cue ball, they actually end up sitting perfect. And Mr. James tuning in again. Lincoln City, Oregon in the house. How you doing, sir? And I may as well ask everybody else, where are y'all tuning in from? We've got 3 different pages that we're live to right now. CueSports Live YouTube, CueSports Live Facebook, as well as the PCA Pool League page on Facebook as well. Let me know, where's everybody tuning in from, and your couch or armchair does not count. John is in Las Vegas, Nevada. You should come down and watch this live, John. And again, a little bit of work to do here for Steve. Just not opening up. Newcomerstown, Ohio in the house. Welcome to it. Might do that on Wednesday. That's the day off. Very nice. Make sure you come and say hi to us at the CueSports Live booth. Stop in at the Jam Up booth. Check out the swag at Jam Up Apparel. Livingston, Montana until Monday afternoon. Then I'll be in Vegas for the team events. Very nice, Dustin. We will see you here, sir. You put me in the booth with you. If you want to come and join us on the mic, I have no problem with that. We have, obviously a couple of rules with how we do things here at CueSports Live. But hey, if you want to come jump on the mic, I'm a lone wolf. I will take all the help I can get. Ketchikan, Alaska in the house. How are you, Larry? Hopefully I pronounced that right. Yuma, Arizona in the house as well. San Juan, Puerto Rico. Welcome to CueSports Live. Georgia also in the house. Loudon, Tennessee. Hopefully that's correct as well, Ricky. Me being from Canada, these sometimes these names elude me a little bit. Yuma, Arizona. J&L Billiards in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Welcome to it. So if you haven't done so yet, make sure you go onto our Facebook page or the YouTube channel and either like or subscribe. Make sure your notifications are turned on. That way you are notified each and every time that we go live. I will be here straight through until March 4th, provided, of course, I still have any kind of voice left. East Texas all the way, says Craig. How you doing? Fairbanks, Alaska in the house. How are you, Jim? What's going on, Carlton? How you doing? North Dallas, originally from Arkansas, I believe is AK. Could be wrong. Me being a Canadian, again, sometimes these things are are beyond my pay grade. Nonetheless, how you doing, Douglas? And I'll tell you what, Steve is making his way through. He is picking this rack apart. 6-ball top right-hand corner. Going to have to check that rail, shoot the gap between the 8-9. 5-ball to the same pocket. It's all about speed and execution on this shot. Just a touch of top. Gets a little jelly rub off the 15 that sends him into the 9. The 9 sticking its nose in the way. And you can see the frustration on Steve's face. Oh, I see Alaska. My apologies. Joe tuning in from Thailand. Well, we got a few watching from Cape Breton as well, from Carlton. Oh, you are correct. Douglas is from Alaska, from Anchorage, Alaska. Nick, at this point, is from Salida, California. Green Bay, Wisconsin in the house. How are you, Randy? Grand Forks, North Dakota for Thomas. Just some guy. You're a funny guy. Not quite there, but is he going to take over the pocket for the 12 ball? Don't think that 12 goes. Nick's going to have to figure that out. Sticks Billiards, Crystal River, Florida. Welcome to it. Nice kick shot, no reward for sure. Gary says watching from -20 in Ottawa. Well, I'll tell you, Gary, for Vegas standards, it's actually pretty cool here in Vegas. We're hovering somewhere around the 8-10 degree Celsius range. So definitely some work for Nick to do here. There is nothing easy about where his position sits right now. I don't know. It might go 13 to the top right-hand corner. Might be able to slip past that 15 ball. John, it's actually pronounced Keone. I mispronounced it already, and he was nice enough to correct me. Just some guy. -9 in Calgary. Much warmer after the last few days. Yeah, I would suspect. Calgary is my hometown, and I'll tell you what. It was down -30, I think, with wind chill. Even got down to -40 at some point over the last couple of days. -9 right now. Should seem like shorts and t-shirt weather for us. Still not sure what Nick's going to do. Is he going to draw right now? Draw off the 14? Nope. Would be a fairly risky shot for Nick to try to draw either off the 14, 15. Maybe you decide to play safe at the end here. Nice shot there from Nick. Gets a little bit of separation on that 9-10. 9 will certainly pass left-hand side pocket. Puts him onto the 9 ball. It's now a question of what are you going to do with that 12 ball? Do you try to play the weighted shot? Cue ball into the 12 ball. 12 nicks the 8 ball and just play it weighted so that Steve wouldn't be able to have a shot on that 8 ball? Yeah, -9 Celsius. Don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. I would have to say -9 is going to be somewhere in the 20s. It'll be interesting to see how Nick handles this 12-8. Still has to worry about the 11 ball as well. Draw off a rail, left spin, come down for the 12. That the thought process? Well, didn't quite get there. Didn't quite get the action that he's looking for. A lot of that has to do with the slide on this cloth. It is still fairly new. Every one of the tables that were set up here for the 7-foots, all brand new tables, brand new cloth. And I would suspect by the time teams start, that's when you're going to start to see these things really break in. And they've played rock solid for the entire time thus far. Did make the effort. Is the 12 going to help out Nick, or is it going to hinder him? Is there potential for 8 rail first off the 12 left-hand pocket, or is it just straight on bank shot from here? Lefty says -9 degrees Celsius is 15.8 Fahrenheit. Yeah, he is looking at the off the rail. Might be a little bit far over for, or too far up table for the bank shot. Could correct that out on the, when you're off angle like that on the bank shot. Left hand spin on the cue ball, right hand spin on that 8 ball checks the angle off that rail. Even more so than what happens naturally. And I kind of like this play, the off the rail, off the 12. Nothing hard. Oh, look at this. Did he get the jelly rub or what? Got away with murder right there. However, if Nick can see the bottom side of 12 ball, he may be able to cross bank the 12 back down to the bottom right-hand corner. He's kind of throwing his hands up like there's nothing there. You might be able to get the 12, the 11-12 long bank to go, top left-hand corner. But no matter what way you slice it, he is in the hurt locker. Janine's asking, this may have been covered, but what is the Fargo rating for Platinum this year? I'm not sure where they break it out from. I know when you register, they try to split up the divisions to be as even as what they can, and wherever the number of players per division split is, that's kind of what determines the Fargo rating that would be applicable in each division. At least that's my understanding of it. I could definitely be wrong. I just haven't checked as to what the bottom end on the Platinum division is. Play the 11 off the 12 cross corner. I think they're pretty welded. I don't know if you'd get the action. If the 11 isn't frozen to the 12 ball, then I would just straight try to cross bank the 11 ball. But if they are frozen up, then 12 cross bank would be my shot. It's about all you can do. I don't think the safety's going to work there. Nice try on the safety. Yeah, no worries at all, Janine. I just don't know, where that just happened to flush out. I can tell you this, the number of participants in this event for the 2023 CueSports International Expo, phenomenal. 7,000 participants. Not registrations. 7,000 participants. Those participants, there are some that play multiple events while they're here. And those 7,000 participants equate to just over 13,000 registrations this year. Phenomenal turn for the CSI or CueSports International Expo. Amazing participation. I think it was around 600 or 595, says Mark. A little bit better is how these spread apart. Really low ball would be about the best option I can see. 4 ball, of course, being the one that's in trouble. Might be able to do something right now. 2-5 combination, cue ball off the side rail. Come in and create a little bit better of separation between that 12-4. And of course the 1-3 sitting up there as a duck to help out. Just like that. And I do believe he has the outside edge of that 1 ball. 2 ball will pass the 14 ball to the top right-hand corner. 3 also goes. 4 still a little bit tricky. Perfect. What's going on, Scott? Tuning in from the CSL Virtual League on YouTube. Hope all is well with you as well. Loving that Predator X Jam Up sweatshirt. They are amazing. I'll put those up next. And yeah, the sweatshirt, the Shadow hoodie, all top sellers. So if you are heading down to Vegas, make sure you go check out the Jam Up booth. Some pretty amazing designs. I'll put those up on the screen next. Mark, I wish I could answer. I don't know that fact. I honestly have not left this room. Every day I get up, I come down to this room. By the time I get down here, the Jam Up booth is already set up, so I check in, see how everything's going, then I make my way over here, jump on the mic. Unfortunately, there was a scheduled match here today where we had a no-show, so kind of sat here and didn't get to stream it, but that was the delay in us going live. 8-ball down bottom right-hand pocket for Steve to take a 3-1 lead over Nick Hugo. Job well done. And just like it was on cue, here we go. So Predator X Jam Up, those are the Predator Pro Billiard Series jerseys. So there are 3 of those to select from. But the big sellers this year so far, the Predator Strike jersey, the Splice jacket, and of course the one that Scott is referring to, I believe, is the Shadow hoodie. Of course, all of those are available at the Jam Up apparel booth. And I'll tell you, we brought a ton of product with this, thinking that it would last us a couple of events. I think we might sell out. It is a very, very real potential. So if you see something you like, make sure you pick it up. Don't wait till the end, because chances are it's not going to be there. Yeah, we might do a zippered version of it down the road, Gord. You never know. You never know what's in the minds of Jam Up Apparel. I'll tell you, we've got some phenomenal designer. Mindy Pong Panic, she does just an amazing job with the designs that she comes up with. And of course, being in a collaboration with Predator, it certainly doesn't hurt us. He says, yes, that's the one. Pimptastic. They are nice. I've got on the black version right now. And so again, right, with the break on these 7-foot tables, it's amazing that if you try to power break on a Predator table, this is kind of the results. You kind of need to take a little bit off. Dustin says, Michaela is my Jam Up hookup. She's helped me out with all my team shirts. I'll tell you what, Dustin, Michaela is phenomenal. She is very, very valued to both Damien and I. She does a phenomenal job. Can't give her enough kudos. She is very, very good. Keone tagging John Schmidt. Hopefully Johnny Boy is coming out here for the World 10 Ball. And if he is, I will certainly see if he would be willing to jump on a mic. The guy, I'll tell you, the last time he was in town, we brought him up to Calgary for his attempt at the straight pool record. And the guy he's got one-liners that are just out of this world. Phenomenally funny fella. And just all around, just a really, really, really nice guy. Yeah, Dustin, she's, you know what? When it comes to Michaela and what she does, the girl does a lot, right? She takes on a lot, which sometimes is a double-edged sword. She takes on a lot herself, and but I gotta say, man, she does a phenomenal job. We're very blessed to have her with us at Jam Up. Nick looking good here. He really picked this rack apart. Gord says we need another CueSports Live shirt. We'll work on it. We got two new designs that we came out with CueSports Live. That was just at the Canada Open that we came up with those. So now it becomes a question, which ball do you want to take first? If the one slips past the 15 to the top right, 6 balls the shot. Can also hit stick for the 6 to the top left-hand corner. Get a little bit of angle on that. And you want to draw down right smack dab on the center line of the 3 to that left-hand side pocket. Even a little to the high side of the center line to 3. Anywhere in that vicinity, and I think he's sitting gold. Can also take the 1 into the left side, 6 to the right side. But you've got to stay on the high side of the center line for the 6 into that right side pocket. You need that angle to come down bottom of the table here. So in my opinion, the 1-6 is a little bit risky. I kind of like the 6 past the 11 to the bottom left-hand corner. Even if you have to touch draw a little bit just to give yourself the angle on the 1 to the top left to allow yourself to draw back down table to the bottom side. That to me is a little bit easier than trying to do that off the 1-6. The issue is if you get wrong on the 6, you're in big, big, big trouble. But we'll see which way Nick likes it here. Douglas says clock. Shot clock, shot clock. So just to be clear for everybody, with the league side of things, so the CueSports International Expo side, there are refs, but there is no shot clock. I have those Canada Open shirts. I'm like an old lady. I need more clothes. No problems. It's one of the things that we do fairly well at Jam Up, is we try to keep a rotation or a constant rotation of new offers for everybody that's out there. But it does take a lot. It takes a lot of people to touch the design and the layout and so on and so forth in order to produce a shirt. So to give you some perspective on it, it takes roughly 7 different hands to touch a shirt before it gets made. So that goes through from design, then to the art department for layout, and of course the design aspect that gets tossed around and beaten up and thrown through the ringer to make sure that the design is perfect. What we put out is a really good design. From there it goes to the art department to get laid out, And that gets laid out on all of the different sizing sets that we have. And then every time that you order, it goes on the website anyway. If you order it off the website, it goes straight through to the production team. So it gets printed out on the material. It then gets cut out and then gets all sewn together. So every shirt that we do is always done on demand. We do not keep shirts laying around. You won't have the dusty smell feeling when you have a jam-up shirt that's newly ordered. That is very true. Keone says, it does say the player shooting has to play in a reasonable time. It's considered unsportsmanship to stall in a game. I agree. Steve in a little bit of trouble. I think the 8 is inhibiting him from putting the 9 into that left side pocket. Don't know if it passes the 12 to the top right. And they are going to call the ref. Things picking up here in Las Vegas. Let me give you the quick little show of the room while they're figuring out how to get the ref over here and get his attention. The room is getting packed. And even at this, and I'll kind of zoom in here a little bit to give you some perspective of all the people in the room here right now. And you have to imagine, teams doesn't even start until Tuesday next week. So you can expect at least double this amount in the room. So it is busy, without a doubt. Looks like the ref is here to make the call for us. And here we go. 9 into the side pocket, hopefully not contacting the 8 ball first. He is good. Great shot. Yeah, indeed they are, Justin. All of the Predator shirts that we have in stock at the booth, also available online. So when you go online, you click on the 3 little lines at the top. That'll bring up the menu. And then just click the down arrow next to Predator. And it'll be in the Predator X Jam Up section. Gord says, I need to find a way to get Mark White on the microphone. Mark and I did some commentating together while we were live for, I can't remember what event it was in Calgary, but Mark happened to be in town, and when Mark comes into Calgary, he stays with myself and my wife, and was generous enough to lend us Mark White's voice. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did the 1 ball stick its nose in? As far as getting him on the mic here, I guess there's a slight possibility. It depends. But potentially, certainly between the end of the Alpha Las Vegas Open and the start of the World 10 Ball, there may be a day there that he would be willing to do it. But that's a heavy burden to ask him. He is one of the voices on the Predator Pro Series, and he's been live and commentating a lot. For those wanting to watch that, it is also free to view. It is on YouTube, worldbilliardtv.com. Thank you, Gord. I appreciate that. Really, I think you could put anybody with Mark, and it'd be very, very good. Did Steve just have Nick call the ref over to apply added pressure? No, I think it was justified. That was a pretty tight shot. However, to no avail. Steve now putting himself on the hill. I'll also give you a quick little view of one of my favorite new designs for Jam Up. This isn't a Jam Up X Predator. This is just straight up Jam Up apparel, and one of my new favorite designs that we've come out with. It is called the Action, and one of my new favorites. But again, all of those are available online if you want to go check them out, jamupapparel.com. Steve breaking off for rack number 6 with a chance to close escrow in this game. Not sure what Nick has. Can't tell if he's frozen to the backside of 2. I don't think he is. He will have a shot at the 6 ball. Probably no matter what, he's taking the 6. If he tries to go 9, he's going to be hampered and bridging over the 13 ball. And the 7 and 4, awfully tricky. Right now would be the time. 1 into the left side, 2 rails around. Hopefully rearrange the furniture there for the 7-4. Yeah, I know, right? Hard to believe that Gord Kerr, of all people, is giving me compliments. That just never happens. I would agree, Mark. Let's see a comeback here out of Nick. Let's go Hill-Hill. Who doesn't want to see Hill-Hill action, especially in the Platinum Division? So we'll see whether Nick decides this is the time. 2 rails around, break out the 7-4. Overhit for sure. He scared him, though. Scared him a little bit. He got their, he had their attention. But alas, just not going to be enough. He could take the 2 ball here down to the bottom left-hand corner. Look at the angle to the 5. Determine whether you can, off that 5 ball pocketing to the right-hand side pocket, is there enough room between the 12-14 to get in and disturb and rearrange the furniture with that 4-7. It is awfully risky, however. But then so is trying to go down and pocket the 2 into the bottom left-hand corner, trying to get shape on the 3. I think you've got to go to the side. Could also draw. There's an option. Into the side pocket, draw into the 14. Let the 14 do the work. Just like that. Great shot. He's in on the 3. 7 goes, 4 goes, 5 goes, 8 goes. We should see Nick snap one back on his side of the scoreboard. Has to hold the nerves, pattern it out properly. I like the 3-7 myself. He could go 7-3. Where does the material come from the Jam Up shirts? From our manufacturer. We manufacture everything in the US of A. If you want to get right technical, we manufacture everything out of California. Yeah, we've actually got an announcement coming with our material and some of the things that we are doing with Jam Up Apparel and the material. And I'll say this much: last year, Damien and I did our homework, did some research, found our own blends, and so on and so forth. And we now have a global patent on that, and you'll get all that information and that announcement coming up in Q2 of this year, and kind of what that pertains to and what the changes are, what you can expect to see. There are a lot of exciting things coming out of Jam Up this year. Wow. Oh, no. Nick tried to play it off the horn to hold shape. I don't know whether that was intentional or not, but I'll tell you what, on these Predator tables, you cannot hit those horns. It will not accept the ball. Right? And again, it's one of those things that I think, over time and as people acclimate to the Predator table, I kind of liken it to the same type of acclimation when we went from Valley tables to the Diamond table, and kind of getting used to the different nuances that the Diamond table had. Same type of acclimation here for the Predator table. So Steve with a golden opportunity to close escrow, finish this match off with a score of 5-1 over Nick Hugo. And I'll tell you, that is an accomplishment. Job well done. I don't think the score is really indicative of Nick's play. Just a few minor mistakes. One's like the one he just made there. That's kind of what cost him. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Steve says, what you can do, I can do better. Watch this. Tries to take it rail first, and again, same rules apply. Hit the heart of the pocket. They just do not go in. Still not an easy shot here for Nick. Really got to shave the shine off of that ball. Oh no. Out of the frying pan, into the fire for Nick Hugo. It just seems as, destiny is just not on his side. Yeah, hey, I agree, Mark. And I'll tell you what, these Predator tables have played rock solid. They have played amazing. Obviously, these tables get a lot of play over the course of the CueSports International Expo while we're here in Vegas, but I'll tell you, they have played rock solid. Gets a little bit funny here on this 9-ball. And I really like, he's going to try to slow play this. I like the draw off 2 rails just because of the speed of the table, but he plays it to perfection. That's why he's on that side of the camera. I'm on this side of the camera. Nice little draw shot. Nick stands up, says, "Don't bother, sir. The game, the match, it is yours." Steve Ellsworth getting the job done. 5-1 over Nick Hugo. Job well done by Steve. He did what he was supposed to do, take advantage of the opportunities that were given. So can't really blame him. So with that being said, Gord, just for you, buddy, here you go. One last time before I shut down, restart. Crystal Palace. It is the man with the plan, Mr. Gord Kerr. You can send him an email, gord@crystalpalacecues.com, for all your cues, cases, and accessories, even the town product, V10 and Pyro. He's got it. Send him a message. Find him on Facebook. Make sure you go hit up his Facebook page. Give him a like for me. We would appreciate it. And while you're doing that, at the same time, make sure you've gone onto our Facebook page and our YouTube channel. Hit that like button. We would greatly appreciate it. On behalf of myself and the rest of the CueSports Live team, we appreciate you tuning in. Don't go far. We got another match coming up for you. I believe, what time are we here? 6:30. So I think it might be 8:30. So a couple hours from now, I'm going to go grab something to eat. In the meantime and in between time, we will see you back here 8:30 for the next. It is Platinum 8-ball singles. We'll see you back here then, guys. Have a great night.